And her name was Cassandra. Oh, hey guys. I just got done watching Star Trek Lower Decks, Episode 3, Temporal Edict, and it really got me thinking about the tough times that we're going through right now. I mean, we're, stuck at home, or we can go out limited, in a limited fashion, but it's also, you can't really get together with people right now. And it got me moved, really inspired to write a song. And I hope this song gives you a little bit of, consolation, comfort, that you are not alone. I call this 2020. Hey gang, I'm JP and welcome back to Egotastic FunTime. I just watched Star Trek Lower Decks Episode 3, Temporal Edict. I don't know what Temporal Edict means. This is a great classic episode of Star Trek. Of course, besides the fact that it's a cartoon, besides the fact that it's crazy hyped up comedy, this episode is the most Star Trek-y thing that's new that you have seen in a couple decades, you guys. It starts off just like a classic episode of The Next Generation or any of the TNG era Star Treks. The predicaments they were in, the lessons that were learned, and we learned some lessons here, but it does start off with the classic. I'm using the word again because saying the word classic is classic. I don't know what they call their recreation area. It's not 10 forward, but it's a 10 forward type area. He's putting on a little concert. A little concert like it happened so many times, especially in The Next Generation. And then Mariner and Tendi come in and just rock out. The episode is basically about Captain Freeman figuring out that the entire crew, except for Boimler, is using what is called buffer time, meaning that however long it's going to take to do whatever task they're tasked with, they exaggerate how long it will take. And that allows them to get stuff done, but also, not get too stressed out, but also enjoy a margarita every once in a while, which is very important. I can tell you from experience. If you're going to be working on something that's important or, it has to get done, you're going to need a margarita. In order to make the ship, a better Starfleet ship with a better Starfleet crew that gets a little bit more of the bigger missions that are out there being handed out to these Starfleet ships, and because she's a little bit embarrassed, Captain Freeman decides no more buffer time. This is the allotted time you have to get stuff done. So what happens is, cut to, the ship is in peril, tearing itself apart. And it's of their own doing. It's of their own making, which is absolutely amazing. When it cuts to, everybody having to get their tasks done, the ship is in utter disarray. It's topsy-turvy, which is a word some people use. And it's all of the fact that they're trying to follow all Starfleet regulations of how long things will take. You have a timer, everyone's running around, nobody's sleeping, all the characters have bags under their eyes. By the way, every single episode of Star Trek Lower Decks so far always has an away mission, which I very much appreciate. Love away missions, you guys, and that's where we learn some lessons as well. And that's when we always get to meet in this series classic aliens, new aliens, and they all look exactly the way you would want them to look as a Star Trek fan. As we all know, buffer time was created by Scotty from the original series. Scotty we first found this out in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, that Scotty always exaggerated how long it was going to take to get something done to impress people when he got it done right away. This is a lesson that he also taught Geordi LaForge in TNG when the episode where Scotty appeared, he was stuck in a temporal buffer. Oh. He told Geordi, no, don't tell him how long it's gonna take, then he'll expect it to be done by that time. You gotta impress him. But there was an away mission while everybody's tired, haggard out from trying to get everything done, where they're going to meet a species that they're going to create a peace treaty with. So Mariner, Jack Ransom, who we thought was a dick, these other episodes, turns out he's not. They have to go sign a peace treaty with the Grakians, I think they might have been called. Anyway, they're basically like crystal miners on this planet, and we're gonna they end up, because they're so tired, they bring what they're supposed to bring, a crystal to as a peace offering, but they end up bringing the wrong thing. It was like a piece of wood, which highly offended the Grakians. I don't know if that's their name. So the Grakians attack. They hold the entire away team in prison. They want someone from the crew to fight to the death with a giant green guy. Absolutely love this episode. But what we're learning from this, everyone on the ship cares about their job. They care about the mission. They care about what Starfleet stands for. They care about the same things that lots of people who complain about stuff claim to care about. And that's very nice to see from new Star Trek, even though it is a cartoon, even though it is silly. It's a lot of fun, and it's nice to have fun with Star Trek, and that's absolutely what I'm doing right now. Even though Jack Ransom is kind of like a caricature, a cartoon of kind of a Kirk type character, he cares about doing the right thing. He cares about sacrificing himself for the team, for the greater good, and that's what we want. Mariner is the same way. She's an incredible officer. She knows how to go to a planet and kick ass if she has to, and do peace treaties and all the stuff. All the things you want from a great Starfleet officer, Mariner can do and has done all of those things, but she obviously has no respect for authority. There's definitely something going on with her parents. She definitely was demoted down to lower decks for some incident we do not know about yet, but she has no respect for authority, though she does love the whole Starfleet thing, the whole going out there and seeking out new lives and new civilizations, but she needs to tighten things up. She has no respect for the rules. She's all about breaking the rules. Kirk broke the rules all the time and got stuff done. She's obviously a Kirk fan. There's a little bit too much name dropping. It's a little too much Kirk, but hey, it's a cartoon. What you gonna do? I love all the Easter eggs. I love references to characters from Star Trek. But the end of this episode has a wonderful homage to an amazing Starfleet officer. If you haven't seen the episode yet, we'll let you go ahead and see that for yourself. I don't need to spoil it. Watch it. Or don't. Boimler, on the other hand, who loves the regulations, loves the rules, loves to work, A-type personality. He's like the 7 of 9 of the ship, but kind of a loser at the same time. 7 of 9 is not a loser. Boimler is a loser, but he also cares about Starfleet, what it stands for, getting all the stuff done, but he's got book knowledge, not actual real life knowledge. He loves overworking. He loves the elimination of buffer time, but it turns out the way that you save the ship while it's being attacked, you kind of got to get rid of all the hardcore regulations, and you have to go back to buffer time where people can actually do their best, while Mariner is learning to tighten up. And it's great to see that in this silly cartoon, there are lessons to be learned, not only for us, but for the characters themselves. They are evolving. They are learning things about themselves. There's going to be, a character story arc over the course of the season. We got 7 more episodes. Jack Ransom and whatever the big green monster was called. It was very classic TOS style Trek. Most of the moves that Ransom was putting out there was all Kirk moves. The double fist, the double kick. You jump in the air and you try to kick the dude with both your feet, which, as we know, William Shatner has said in interviews, that doesn't work in real life because he's tried it. And I don't know if anybody spotted this. I spotted it right away. During the fight, Ransom gets up, got knocked down. He gets up, cracks his neck, and he does the whole fist to the floor move and moves towards the fight. That's the exact move that became a meme a year or two ago. Henry Cavill in the latest Mission Impossible movie, where his beard grows out all of a sudden in the middle of the punches. It's an exact replica of that moment, and it was done on purpose. I don't know this for a fact, I just know it's true. If you know about Star Trek, you're going to get a lot of little jokes and mentions about a lot of stuff other people aren't going to get. And if you're just not feeling it, if you really hate this show, stop watching it. What the hell is wrong with you? Go watch something you like. If you're out there on the internet complaining about stuff, and I hate that I'm even talking about this because it's such a waste of time, but if you're out there complaining about stuff, I'll allow you 2 complaints and 1 positive thing to say. And I'm not giving you this challenge because I think you should have the same opinions as me or anybody else. You should like what you like and don't like what you don't like. I'm just giving you this challenge so you can stop making the world a worse place. I'll see you very soon, and as always, I hope all your times are egotastic fun times. Support this channel down there, and I'll see you. Love you. Bye-bye.